Double-digit thousands.
Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of my Drawing the Rock of Fire Explosions series. Today we're going to be doing Mitzi. So right now I'm starting with the line art again. I do apologize. I have not been able to get the sketching to work yet. I'm not sure if it's something with the color or I have to do some correction or whatnot, but I haven't had the time. I'm producing on my breaks and lunches at work. I've been working 10 hours and driving 3 hours a day. It's pretty wild. Here comes the M. I could have used the line feature, but I decided not to because obviously there's a contour to the chest and it looked more realistic to me. And of course, most of the characters, including Mitzi, have fur, so I have to kind of mimic that in the line art because it was just straight lines. Now her socks, or leg warmers, whatever you'd like to call them. And the hands. Now I struggled a little bit with her pom-poms because I'm used to drawing fur, not like strands of plastic, but I thought they turned out pretty well. In comes her face, or the mask, whatever you'd like to call it. Her beautiful smile and the lips, the teeth. The crooked mouse nose. Eyebrows. Her eyes were a little bit different shape. I'm not used to drawing feminine characters, so I had to practice a little bit and get a feel for the lashes. Of course, there's some darker areas and shadows as well. Now I'm going to add the hair. I couldn't really figure out how to make it look realistic. I went with some lines to kind of fit my toony style. As you can see, it took me a minute to figure out. And the ponytails, or pigtails, whatever you want to call them. The rest of her hair. And her shoes. And I went with the snoot there. It was a little difficult on the sketch, so I decided just to line art it. And now my favorite part, as I've said twice, the color. As you can tell, I'm using this picture as reference to be a little more accurate on the colors. And I'm using a couple different hues to give some lighting effect. It gives it a little more depth. Her hair is a really nice blonde. I did my best to mimic that. It's not perfect, but it does fit the style and the lighting really well. Of course, I matched the skin to Billy Bob because all their skin is the same color. And the green eyes. Now her shoes. As you can tell, I adjusted them. I noticed they were facing inwards, not outwards. Kind of like a ballerina. These laces took forever for me to figure out. I ended up using a reference and kind of dinking around with it until I got something that I liked. A pink, purple, whatever color you want to call it, accents underneath her eyebrows. This was pretty difficult. I'm not used to feminine characters. Here comes my favorite part and my favorite tool, as I've told you, the airbrush. It works really well for shading and lighting and things that would look kind of awkward if they were just markered in. I love her pink, like, cheeky cheeks, whatever you want to call them. I'm just putting some text in here. I use Billy Bob as a reference again to get the right font size. I did my best to mimic the Afire explosion sort of looking text. And there is your final product. I thought she turned out really well, and I'm building the style a little bit. I think she fits in with the other characters really well, and it's pretty cool to see each progressive one improving and taking me less time. So thank you guys so much for watching. I've really enjoyed this despite my busyness, and yeah, peace out.
Counting double-digit thousands.